Well, the OPP organizing a commercial vehicle blitz all morning long, and we're going to find our Tammy Sutherland right now at the 401 in Trafalgar, just one of the stops this morning. Hi to you, Tammy.
Hi, Melody. Good morning. Yeah, we're here at the 401 in Trafalgar. This is where the Ministry of Transportation weighs those large transport trucks in order to find out whether or not their loads are too heavy or not. That's going to be happening here along with the OPP, this blitz throughout the morning. And this falls on National Remembrance of Road Crash Victims Day. Of course, today in Canada, of course, we're remembering all of those victims who were killed on those roads. And in Canada, on average, about 5 people die on Canadian roads every day. And here in Ontario already, we've almost hit the 300 mark when it comes to people killed in crashes on highways here in the province. So Kerry Schmidt is actually going to be heading here as well, Sergeant from the OPP. He's on his way in a transport truck. He will be arriving here just after 7 o'clock or so, but we will be talking to him live as he drives here to Oakville to chat a little bit about the blitz itself. And of course, the OPP has truck safety on the forefront, especially with that very violent crash on the 400 just a couple of weeks ago that killed 3 people. So again, we'll be speaking to Kerry Schmidt in about half an hour's time. Melanie, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Tammy Sutherland, thank you for that. Students have now filed a class action lawsuit against Ontario colleges alleging breach of contract. This comes as teachers are on their second day of voting on a final contract offer. The 3-day electronic vote got underway yesterday, nearly a month after teachers walked off the job. The union has urged its members to turn down this offer, saying the issue of academic freedom still needs to be negotiated. However, the College Employer Council says the latest contract gives a wage increase and more benefits. Keep in mind the strike here, now the longest in Ontario college history. Students are not happy. At least 14 college students have come forward to stand as representative plaintiffs in a class action lawsuit. This lawsuit claiming that 24 colleges breached contracts by failing to provide vocational training and a full term of classes. The students are looking for a full refund for those who do not continue with their schooling. Nearly 500,000 students have been affected by the strike. To the courts now, an expert forensic witness taking the stand in a Toronto court, testifying on the apparent human bone fragments seen in an incinerator. This is in the first-degree murder trial in the death of Laura Babcock. While no physical remains were actually recovered, a bone expert brought in saying that human remains seen inside an incinerator are those of a human. She based her opinion on photos and video evidence recovered from computers and phones of accused killers Dylan Millard and Mark Smitch. The two accused of killing Laura Babcock in July of 2012 before burning her body in an incinerator. The jury heard earlier this month that Babcock was involved in a love triangle between Millard and his girlfriend at the time. Both Millard and Smitch have pled not guilty. Well, the Toronto Island ferries, they are going to be phased out of service beginning in 2020, and a staff report is recommending replacing these ferries. But with what? That's the question. And how much is it going to cost? This is a live look now down by the ferry docks. There are currently 5 ferries. The average age of these ferries is 70 years old. One of these ferries, however, is going to be saved. It's a 107-year-old Trillium. It's not clear what's going to be happening to these pieces of Toronto history, but there is a city survey out right now asking people what should be done with them. And you can find a link to that survey, by the way, on our website, citynews.ca. Coming up in the next 45 minutes, we're going to be speaking with Toronto Councillor Mary Margaret McMahon about the future of ferry service. Mayor John Tory in the Big Apple today, joined by some other GTA municipal leaders to attract high-tech investment to our area. And one of the stops will be the New York offices of Google offshoot Sidewalk Labs. They have, of course, announced plans to build a high-tech living complex in the Portlands. But the group is making several pitches to other high-tech companies to set up shop in the GTA. Toronto and New York recently signed a deal promoting trade and tourism between the two cities. And we are going to be speaking with the mayor coming up in the next half hour.